For the life of me, I cannot fathom how this continues to happen. And this is just another example of another victim of the Harris County bond pandemic. In this particular instance, a 9-year-old girl paid the ultimate price. She lost her life.
Jones has a lengthy criminal record, and tonight we're learning he was out on 5 different bonds for 5 different offenses, released from jail just 2 weeks ago on June 1st.
A mother has taken to social media to accuse a former lover by the name of Jeremiah Jones of shooting her oldest daughter because she didn't want to be with him anymore. On June 13th, Jeremiah allegedly showed up to her residence as if he was going to harm her, but instead, she alleged he turned towards her oldest child and shot her. Khylie Sorrells was 9 years old and lived in Houston, Texas. Khylie was energetic, adventurous, and athletic. She was the most valuable star basketball player for POW basketball team. She loved making TikTok videos and loved spending time with her 2 sisters. Khylie was also being prepared to go to the 5th grade this year. She was just 10 days away from turning 10 years old as well. Sadly, her mother is now pleading for help after being dismissed several times by the system. Kylie's mother, Brittany Sorrells, had previously dated a man named Jeremiah Jones. According to text messages Brittany posted online herself and court documents, she was trying to separate herself from him. However, Jeremiah insisted they stayed together and even offered to give her passwords to his social media, to which she declined. In the several police reports filed against him, she said he has since stalked her house, messed up her car, harassed her, and popped up at her residence. Brittany reportedly had not seen Jeremiah in a few weeks and ended her relationship with him about 2 months ago. Randomly, on June 13th, Jeremiah allegedly showed up to her residence. Brittany was in the bed watching a movie with Khylie and her other children, ages 1 and 7. When he showed up at her apartment, he demanded that she gave him a TV he thought was his. He then ripped the TV out of the wall, court documents allege. Brittany said that Jeremiah demanded that she give him her phone as well and accused her of seeing another man. Brittany said she gave Jeremiah her phone and he walked to the back room, and that's when she heard 2 shots and saw Jeremiah exit the bedroom door. The room Jeremiah allegedly went into is where the 9-year-old was, and she believes he intentionally harmed her child.
Yeah, Sherman, I spoke directly with the detective who interviewed that mother at the hospital. He says this woman's ex-boyfriend, Jeremiah Jones, intentionally shot her 9-year-old daughter out of what they believe is revenge, upset about their recent breakup.
Officers responded to reports of a shooting around 9:54 p.m. When they arrived at the scene, police said they learned there was a domestic dispute between a man and a woman. Police said the child, who was identified by her mother, was shot in the head. Brittany was shot in her shoulder as well, according to the police.
The suspect here, a 9-year-old little girl in the apartment with a hand. He then went after the mother, and she was shot also. However, she did survive the injuries.
Both victims were taken to the hospital where police said Khylie was pronounced deceased. While police were still investigating in the first 48, the incident got even more heated once Brittany began pleading online for her ex to be arrested. All captured by the neighborhood talk on Instagram, Brittany also began showing her proof. This caused Jeremiah's brother to also release a series of audio recordings claiming his brother's innocence.
You don't know who is coming from, so you just assuming one person. Like even when he was incarcerated, she was like, oh, people watching me and everything, like people watching my house, watching me. And I'm like, bro, ain't nobody, I say, man, nobody worried about your broke ASS. You feel me? And we get money. Like we work, you feel me? I got business, we get money. Like we ain't worried about somebody that don't even have $20. So, and it's just nonsense. I'm trying to clear all this up because my brother is 100% innocent. stressful. That's stressful. Like, you know, he over here, he nervous. He nervous. You know, if he wasn't innocent, he'll take off. You know, and leave. We got places all over, but he's innocent. He's willing. If they're willing to go get the video today, he's willing to turn himself in today.
On the contrary, police did identify 22-year-old Jeremiah Jones as the suspect in this case. He was arrested Tuesday at 6 p.m. by HPD SWAT and tactical officers in a parking lot.
Tonight's arrest happening 18 miles from the murder scene off Imperial Valley Drive. That's where SWAT moved in to make the arrest at 6 this evening. He's now charged with capital murder and aggravated assault. Jones has a lengthy criminal record, and tonight we're learning he was out on 5 different bonds for 5 different offenses, released from jail just 2 weeks ago on June 1st.
Police said Brittany made 4 calls to law enforcement about Jeremiah within a month prior to this incident.
Court documents show that Brittany, Sorrells, and Jones ended their relationship 2 months ago. Domestic violence, police say, has impacted this family before. In the last month, there were 4 calls for service to that apartment unit. June 10th, 2 calls for threat by phone. And on June 7th, another disturbance call.
Now, at the time of the shooting, there were 2 other children inside the home here, both unharmed, and at this point, they are with family.
Family, friends, and community members all saddened about this loss. The police chief made a personal statement about this tragedy. This senseless act of domestic violence hits home for me and the HPD family. This sweet child was a student of our Police Activities League program. We asked the community to pray for this angel, her mother, and her family. I want our citizens to know we cannot and will not tolerate violence in our city, especially involving our young people. I am completely speechless. This baby did not deserve this. I'll continue to keep her friends, family, especially her mother, her sisters, in my thoughts and prayers at this time. Let's please respect the victim in the comments, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. And with that being said, don't forget to check on your loved ones.